in Michigan, we have 3 different laws that relate to marijuana use. We have the Medical Marijuana Act of 2008, which was the ballot proposal under which patients and caregivers were created, and the rights of those 2 classes of persons were outlined. 8 years later, in 2016, we got the Medical Marijuana Facilities Act, which essentially commercialized the medical marijuana related activity that was outlined in the MMMA. It provided a much more detailed description of how it was that medical marijuana related activity was going to occur in the state of Michigan. And then finally, in 2018, we got MRTMA, the adult use law. So we have essentially 3 different laws, some of which don't talk very well with the others. And so it is a potentially very confusing landscape, and you have to be very careful about how you walk through that landscape to make sure that you don't step on a landmine, because they're there. Under the law in the United States of America, under federal law, virtually all marijuana related activity is against the law under the Controlled Substances Act. In addition, since 1970, almost every state has adopted its own laws providing state prohibitions on marijuana related activity. So you had 2 parallel legal systems, both of which prohibited virtually all marijuana related activity. Now, the federal prohibition continues to this day, but in at least 33 states, legislatures or voters have moved away from complete prohibition. So my advice to clients always is, first figure out where you were. Federal law prohibited marijuana activity, state law prohibited marijuana activity, and now in some states, the states have carved out exceptions. Let's be sure you understand precisely what those exceptions are, because if you don't, you're going to be back in the land of illegal activity, which is not where we want our clients to be. That's why it's so important to have thoughtful, careful, thorough analysis of these laws to make sure that what you're doing isn't outside the realm of legality, at least under state law.